From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Thursday, March 17th, 2022. I'm D. Ray Knight, and this is what's going on. Here's the latest on the war in Ukraine. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has entered its fourth week, with Russian forces largely bogged down outside major cities and shelling them from a distance, raining havoc on civilians. A Russian airstrike destroyed a theater where hundreds of people were sheltering in the besieged southern city of Mariupol on Wednesday. The number of casualties was unclear. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky invoked 9/11 during an urgent appeal to the U.S. Congress for more weapons. U.S. President Joe Biden announced more aid for Ukraine's military and said Russian President Vladimir Putin is a war criminal. Putin lashed out against scum and traitors, signaling a further crackdown on opposition to the war. In news closer to home, a jury on Tuesday found 22-year-old Maxton Pfeiffer guilty in the 2018 shooting death of 19-year-old Ty Scott. The jury deliberated for about 14 hours before reaching a verdict. Pfeiffer was charged with first-degree manslaughter for recklessly shooting Scott on June 13, 2018, at an apartment in Keystone. He faces up to life in prison. There will be jail time for a man whose marijuana brownies sickened seniors. Amy Rose has more.
A South Dakota man has been ordered to spend 60 days in jail for providing the marijuana in the brownies his mother unknowingly served to seniors at a card game. 46-year-old Michael Caranda had earlier pled guilty to a felony drug charge. A judge in Bonham County Tuesday also sentenced the Tabor man to 2 years of probation, also ordered him to pay more than $3,400 in court costs and restitution. He must also write an apology letter to the seniors who ate the marijuana brownies. And at his sentencing, Caranda expressed regret for his actions and its impact on others, including those who sought medical attention.
The South Dakota Highway Patrol says one person died Wednesday morning in a one-vehicle crash east of New Underwood. The name of the person involved has not been released pending notification of family members. Preliminary crash information indicates that a 2017 Buick Envision was southbound on 171st Avenue when it crossed the center line, went into the north ditch, and eventually came to rest in an adjacent field. The 76-year-old male driver was transported to a Rep City hospital where he was pronounced dead. In national and international news, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development is warning that Russia's war in Ukraine will disrupt commerce and clog up supply chains, slashing economic growth and pushing prices sharply higher around the globe. In a grim assessment out today, the 38-country OECD said that over the next year, the conflict would reduce economic output by 1.08% worldwide. It would drop by 1.4% in 19 European countries that share the euro and by 0.88% in the U.S. But the organization said government spending and tax cuts could limit the damage. Yesterday, President Joe Biden called Vladimir Putin a war criminal. Chrissy Davies explains.
President Joe Biden has flatly called Russia's Vladimir Putin a war criminal for the unfolding onslaught in Ukraine, where hospitals and maternity wards have been bombed. But declaring someone a war criminal is not as simple as saying the words. There are set definitions and processes for determining who's a war criminal and deciding how they should be punished. The White House has been avoiding calling Putin a war criminal, saying that the designation requires investigation and an internal determination. After Biden used the term Wednesday, White House Secretary Jen Psaki said the president was speaking from his heart.
Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Partly cloudy and breezy with highs around 50. Low tonight, 28. And that was your Daily Slice for Thursday, March 17th, 2022. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D. Ray Knight with Amy Rose and Chrissy Davies. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D. Ray Knight. Happy St. Patrick's Day.